Scorpio, welcome to this week. Welcome to the Esoteric Empire. We are here to focus on your week during this time and see what's going to be happening for you, okay? So here is your card, Scorpio. And we're going to see what energy you're going to be feeling the most throughout this time, okay? So during this week, we're basically going to be in the very end of Aries season. And once we hit the 21st, we're going into Taurus season, okay? So there's going to be a shift. Most definitely. I think you'll feel a kind of a slowdown in the energy, okay? So if you've been feeling like you just can't keep up, you'll feel a slight reduction or a very big reduction as far as like how fast the world is moving, okay? But you will also feel this intense desire to get things done, okay? It's just, you're still putting in a lot of energy, but you're just doing it at a slower rate, okay? So we have Virgo here as energy you're going to be feeling this week. So like I said, you're going to be doing a lot of work. This goes into alignment with Taurus because this is also an earth sign. So you're going to be feeling that energy of getting things done. You'll probably be multitasking a lot this week, okay? Make sure you're focused on your body this week. I think there's an emphasis on you needing to, if you feel like you need to work out, go ahead and start this week, okay? I don't know who needed to hear that. So let's go ahead and get you some quick little messages before we hop into the actual week. Six of Pentacles and the Hangman. So you're about to receive some sort of gift or money. Just wait on it, okay? And it may come from a Pisces. I feel like there's a woman here who wants to speed up the transaction or speed up the gift, or they're trying to rush the Pisces or whoever's trying to give you this gift. I don't think that's wise, but if that's something that you need to happen and somebody's rushing the process for you, maybe that will work out in your favor. So if you're being too pushy or if you don't know your worth, your love life is not going to be good. This also could be saying that a Libra or a Taurus, if you're with them, you may not be having good times with them during this period, okay, in your love life. All right, so let's go ahead and look into the actual timeline of your week. We're going to start off with your beginning, middle, and then the end, all right? Beginning, middle, end. All right, so Scorpio, you're showing up as the Princess of Pentacles. All right, so I feel like you are dealing with luxury items. I feel like you are having a lot of things that you value. I think that you are starting to work on certain goals that you've been wanting to accomplish. But I'm seeing that this is a long journey, okay? So you probably are starting something right on time for Taurus season, okay? So it looks like you're in alignment. Let me see how your mood is looking during this week as well. Torments, okay? So here's that Taurus energy again. So yeah, I feel like, you know, with, like I was saying, you have to slow down. You don't have to, but the energy is going to slow down a bit. But I feel like that's good, but I feel like you're still worried you're not going to be able to keep up. You may feel like you're not still living in your truth, or you're not living to the best of your ability. So I don't know if there's something holding you back or if that's just how you're feeling. But remember, with Virgo being the energy that you're feeling a lot this week, you will be having, like, you may worry more than usual because Virgo does deal with like worrying about things. So if you feel like you're worrying about things, just relax. Like I said, maybe you should start working out this week just to kind of get your nerves to chill, okay? So whatever you do to relax, it's probably going to be good for you to do this week so you don't stress yourself out, because I actually think this is going to be a really good week for you. Okay, so here we have the King of Swords showing up, okay? So I think this is another person, but I see the King of Swords showing up. It could be a Libra. I'm going to see what this person is. I think that's that Empress person we were talking about, but let me make sure. So who is this King of Swords? Oh, it's you. Okay, so Scorpio, this is you, unless you're dealing with another Scorpio. So you are the King of Swords during this week. We have Five of Cups, so I feel like you're worried about something, or you feel like you need to cut someone off, or you're not sure about someone. Five of Wands. Okay, so you could be struggling right now. Struggling with what? You're struggling with a Leo, or you're struggling with your pride or your anger. You don't know how to deal with the situation. I feel like you're very aggressive, but I feel like you can't be that way in whatever you're trying to have. You need a compromise, but you're just trying to be a strong hand about it, and you're being too aggressive. And I think you're seeing it doesn't work when you do it that way, but in the midst of the moment, you're like, I don't know how to control myself when I get upset. And for some of you, I do see that you're arguing or you're competing or you're struggling with a Leo. Okay, so what is the struggle? What is all of this about? Seven of Pentacles. So it could be about your job. You can't figure out your routine. You don't know what you want to do. So you could be telling the Leo all about this, you know, expressing yourself. But I'm seeing also, if this is a coworker, you feel like it's something with work and you're upset with them, or you have to compete with them at work. Yeah, I feel like somebody can't get their physical life right with their spiritual life, and this is causing you to have like torment within yourself, because you're battling your ego with what you know is right for your actual spiritual self. So this is I'm seeing like a ball go up and down, like it's bouncing, and I'm seeing you're trying to find the balance between spiritual and physical, but for some reason your ego is making it really hard to do that. So that's very interesting. So you may have a planet in Virgo that deals with something like this. So I feel like you're gonna have to learn that material is not everything. So you could be new to the spiritual community, you could be new to readings or anything of this sort. I just feel like at this time you're learning, okay, materials aren't everything. It's not. And I think, yeah, it's hard for you to come to terms with that, but I think you're seeing that that's true. You may have a Leo telling you that. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the middle of your week. So the middle of your week will be Taurus season, all right? So this is when things start to really shift, okay? You have the Five of Swords, so I feel like whatever you have understood at this time, or whatever you come across, it actually works out in your favor. I think that it's something that you were like, oh, I didn't know that was gonna, like, I didn't know that would be the result of this. So what is it? What's interesting is Capricorn had these exact cards come out like this. So I feel like something that you expressed to someone, or something that you ended up helping someone with, or changing about yourself and having a new mindset on, it turns out to be exactly what you need. Okay, so what is it that comes out of the Five of Swords? I think someone's making a decision about a pregnancy as well. Okay, so this Five of Swords, and maybe the pregnancy is what's helping you realize, okay, what's important about life. Okay, so I'm seeing that somebody's having a real epiphany here, especially with the Virgo card here. There's a lot of mothering energy with that, and during Taurus season it is a very fertility growth related season, so you may really be getting in tune with that. Yeah, so you're having an epiphany about love, true love, not just like, oh, I like that person, they're hot. It's actual love, and especially if you're about to be a mother, or if you are a mother, you're seeing it in a different light. All right, so I'm seeing that this is something that's really life-changing. It's eye-opening for you. Yeah. Okay, so this is something good. I feel like especially if you're a Scorpio who's very not emotional, or you don't like to really be close to people and things like that, I feel like you're becoming more open to the idea of love. Wow. All right. So at the end of this week, we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So I do think that you're going to have a lot on your plate at the end of this week. I feel like you have a very rushed last few days of this week. What is the Two of Pentacles showing up for? I still feel like there is a part of you that you feel afraid to move on from your past. There's something from your past that is starting to kind of haunt you. And I don't mean to say that in a scary way, but there's a trait, or there's a person from your past who has you afraid to move on towards the future, or made you feel like you can't handle whatever is coming your way. And so again, it's that battle of ego and spirituality and faith. Okay, so I feel like this is something you must conquer. I feel like you're getting there. You are getting there, but there's steps to it. And I feel like some of you will get so discouraged just by the feeling of whatever this is that's coming back up. But it doesn't have to be that way. You have to look at the bigger picture. Okay, and realize that you're not the same person you were yesterday. So let alone from years ago, you're a different person, Scorpio. You can accept that. And I feel like somebody feels like they did too many bad things in their past, you know, to be able to move forward, or to be able to accept abundance and good things in life. So this is a big thing. I really feel like, you know, Scorpio, you're deep, you know. It just seems like this is bigger than what it seems on the outside. And I think this week gives you the time to really look at the details of it all. And that's a beautiful thing in itself, but it can be very scary. But Scorpio, you know scary more than anybody. You know that the going deep within yourself is the scariest thing, because you must confront things. You must face it in the mirror. So Scorpio, I'm seeing this is deeper than what you're portraying it to be, and that's okay. But I encourage you to find someone or something, whether it's a spiritual base, if it's religion, if it's a higher power, if it's a friend that you can talk to, if it's a spiritual advisor or practitioner like myself. There's something or someone you need to talk to kind of give you that perspective that you're missing. You know it's there, but you just can't grab it, you know, or that confirmation from someone to tell you you do deserve to be happy. You do deserve to have everything you want in life, but you have to be strong enough to go towards it and not run away from it when the going gets tough. So someone's they're afraid to go towards the future and accept having a family or having love. Someone feels like that's not an option. So in order for you to feel this way, I do believe you've been through a lot of, sad things, or maybe you've done a lot of things that made you feel unworthy of love. And it, for the most part, it doesn't really matter what you do. You're always able to find love from something or someone. That's not always a good thing, but I feel in your case, you can find that love that you're seeking, especially if you're dealing with family. Like, I feel like somebody's afraid to be a mom, or to think that somebody will love them enough to make them a mother of their children or something. You know what I'm saying? Somebody feels very guilty. This is what this is to me. This is someone who feels ashamed, but they would never admit it. And so I understand that. It's a pride thing. I get it. But Scorpio, there's transformation that you just have to go through, and you should know that more than anybody. If you look back and you think about all the changes you've already been through, why can't you change again? Why can't you have even more transformations for the better, Wow. Okay, Scorpio. So I'm getting the chills with this. I really feel like somebody is getting on the verge of understanding spirituality. That's what this is. So I believe that you are the only person here in this reading, but let me see if there's anybody else who may help you throughout this time, okay? Somebody you may be able to reach out to. I have a Pisces, okay? So we have a Pisces showing up. So if you know any Pisces that you can trust, you may want to, get on board with that. But I also feel like this is saying Pisces is the energy of faith, okay? So you may need to go ahead and jump on that bandwagon of spirituality and faith, but true spirituality, not just, what people tell you is right, but spirituality and knowing that things you do on earth doesn't always translate into who you are on the inside. And that's something that is not always an easy pill to swallow, but I feel like you deserve to know that. The universe, right? This is the card that comes out to represent the Pisces energy during this time for you. The universe is literally trying to speak to you, but you have to be open to hearing it, okay? Or seeing the changes or seeing the synchronicities. So you maybe do some research on what that even is if you're confused about that. There's no shame in trying to learn, Scorpio, okay? And if you need to reach out to me to understand what's been going on spiritually for you, I'm here, okay? Email me lovefromaleo@gmail.com, or you can message me on Instagram, okay? So let's go ahead and get your oracle messages. So this is from a human perspective. It wanted to come out. We have Prince of Swords. So if you're curious about all this spiritual stuff, you need to go ahead and look into it. Don't be afraid. If you don't like it, you don't have to sit with it. But leaving yourself wondering, is there a higher power? Is there a higher thing than me? Is there, what is this all about? That would be really silly to not even give it a chance, to see what it's all about. So if you have questions, go find answers, okay? Spirit wants to tell you spiritual union, okay? So the relationships in your life, whether it's romantic or not, all of them reflect you in some sort of way, okay? So if you feel unfulfilled, that means you're not fulfilling yourself. That means there's something that you're lacking, that you're allowing this person to make you feel like you don't deserve, okay? And also I feel like this is saying you have to be in tune and balanced, feminine and masculine within yourself. And that's also something that's very, very spiritual. There has to be that in everybody, in everything, in the world, in the universe. There is a yin and yang to everything. So that might be your first lesson, understanding yin and yang, understanding what balance is, okay? So Scorpio, this is a very, very profound reading, and I really feel like someone watching this is going to be the start of your spiritual journey. So congratulations and welcome to your new self, to your new life, to your new eyes. I say eyes because you start to see things totally different once you really start to have spiritual strength, okay? So like I said, Scorpio, don't be afraid. And if it starts to get too deep or you feel like something doesn't make sense to you, maybe the person trying to teach it is not for you. Okay, so everybody's version of spirituality is very different. If you feel like what I'm saying makes sense to you, don't be afraid to reach out. Okay, with that being said, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you and clicking on this video. I really hope that it resonated with you, and I hope it gives you some sense of clarity, you know. And also, if you want to have a personal reading with me, email me lovefromaleo@gmail.com, and we can get that going for you. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in. Like I said, I wish you the best on your journey. Seriously, go on the journey, take that first step. Okay, I really think it'll change so many things for you. All right, I love you all, Scorpio. I truly do, and I hope you find the answers you're looking for, and I'll see you in the next week. Bye, Scorpio.